What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode here on the JDG podcast, Jimmy Dukes Gaming. Don't let the gaming fool you. We're having all types of conversations here on the pod. Today, we are here at Champ Camp training facility here in El Paso, Texas. And we're going to be having this a good conversation here with some promoters and upcoming fight here in El Paso, Texas. So appreciate you guys coming through, man.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, right. I came through, right?
Yeah,
I literally came through. No, but thank you guys, man, for wanting to do this. I always like talking to people when they got stuff going on. You know what I mean? I thrive off of hearing other people's stories and why they do certain things, what makes them tick. And I know I've known Charlie for a little bit. I'm just getting to know you, Jackie, and then we're gonna have two fighters from this card here on the conversation, and we have Ivy over here on the far side with us. So thank you guys for making some time to come hang out.
Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, just introduce yourself one at a time, and then just so this way people can know who you are and who they're listening to when they're on this podcast so far.
I'm Coach Jax, owner of Champ Camp Training Facility, along with my business partner, Hans, who's also the main event of the event.
I'm Charlie Vasquez. I own Empire MMA, run the kids program over at El Paso Enforcers, and we put together the promotion. So
Nice. Yeah. And then lastly over here.
And then I'm Ivy Enriquez, or Poison Ivy, and I'm 18 years old.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you guys. Like I said, just give you guys a little heads up. So little story. I've known Charlie for a little bit. We were both training jujitsu at a gym when I first started, and I got to know Charlie. And he was, once he stopped training at the gym, he was pushing on the wrestling thing. And I always wanted to give you props. That I remember we had this conversation like 8 years ago, and you're like, I'm starting this, and it's cool that you're still doing this, man.
hey man, the years go by quick.
Yeah.
My kids are getting big now.
Yeah, man. So it's cool that you kept doing it, and you've built a great program. And then I started to get to know Jackie only because I've been more around the combat sports community, more obviously with MMA and like Muay Thai and kickboxing. But no, I'm looking forward to being a part of this card because it's a boxing thing. I'm not much of a boxing guy. It's not that I don't like boxing. I just I follow just more MMA stuff. So I'm looking forward to being out there, which I will be out there, guys, making my commentary debut on pay-per-view as well. But we'll get into all those details later, man. But I just kind of wanted to start talking to you, Ivy. I know that you're going to be on the co-main event, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how does that feel, like you're making your pro debut? Dang.
Yeah.
So how does that feel, like knowing that, hey, this promotion wants to showcase you coming out as a pro, as a co-main event? How does that feel?
It's exciting. I want to put on a show for everyone, so this is a very good moment.
Yeah.
An opportunity for me.
Yeah.
And I thank Empire Promotions for that.
Nice. And that's the thing too, is that and I'm still getting to know the combat sports athletes and stuff like that. Y'all some animals. You know what I mean? There's a different type of person, let alone that wants to be in a combat sport, and then let alone compete over and over, depending good or bad what's going on. So what made you kind of get into a boxing initially? And how old were you at that time?
Well, boxing has always been around my family. So I grew up with boxing. My dad, his brothers, and his friends would all do it. So I kind of just grew up watching them do it. And then one time I was in soccer before, and then soccer season had ended, and I wanted to do something new. So my dad took me to this recreation center where they had other sports like ballet and basketball, boxing, other sports like that. And something about boxing just like I wanted to do it. So
Yeah, I want to
something
punch
about
somebody in the
boxing
face.
Yeah.
So did your dad make you?
No, my dad
Get
did not
into the
make
ring?
me. No, I chose boxing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It intrigued me, so I guess I chose boxing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, like with sports, I always like hearing that because like you fall into sports or you come across it or somebody introduces you to it. So when you first started training, when do you remember when we're like you were gonna have your first fight, like exhibition or smoker? I don't know what they call them as far as like fights, but when you had your first fight where you're like, oh dang, I'm going in there. How did you feel?
I don't remember much. I was 8 years old, so
Uh-huh.
I was young. So, but no, I I'm the one who told my dad I want to fight, I want to spar. Like I, me myself, I told him that I want to compete,
Yeah.
and from there, that's when.
You started competing at 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
That's crazy. Like if you do a sport for, I mean, 3-4 years, I think like you can get decent. But if you go for 10 years, that's crazy. Can you